Okay, this is going to be a short video. I'm in the process, and I'll finish it before this video, of installing the rear brake pipe line all the way underneath the chassis, and I'll show you that in a minute. Also, I'm filling up the rear differential with what I consider cheap oil. I'm going to finish up with AMSOIL, but first of all I'm going to run for a couple of 100 miles with this cheaper oil in it. It's actually made by Fram, which Fram makes you frown. It does when it comes to oil filters. However, this is just oil, so hopefully that'll be okay. And because it's a brand new rebuilt axle, obviously I'm going to get metal filings coming off, and I wanted a magnetic drain plug, but I don't seem to have one. However, I bought some magnets from my local hardware store, stuck 3 of them on there. Now, super strong, no, but certainly strong enough to attract any metal particles. So I'm going to put this back in and fill up with oil. The other thing is I've been dealing with these couplings. I've cleaned these up. These are original ones. They were, I believe, from the brakes at the front, the crossover pipes. However, I have another use for them. I'm joining a brake pipe. Why am I doing that? Well, it's quite simple. Hang on a second. I don't know if I can show you here, but I'll certainly try. Where's my light? All right, let's see. Now, this brake pipe here, as you can see, that goes up to the union there, and this is to feed the rear brakes. The problem I have is the length of that piece of brake pipe. I have been struggling with it, and it's very ungainly when you've got, I don't know, 15 foot of brake pipe that you're trying to bend and twist and get where you need it to go and avoid things you need to avoid. So I just said, fuck this for a game of soldiers. I'm going to put a join in it and do 2 short pieces. Let me, well, not 2 short pieces, one long and one short. What you're seeing here is the short piece. Okay, let's show you the rest of it underneath. Okay, here it is. There is the joint I have made. That, I can tell you, made life so much easier. You can get special unions, but I happen to have those items. I zinc plated it, and it looks good to me. I guess I'll find out when I put fluid in it, but I don't see any reason it should leak. And clipped all the way along here. I've removed that clip that I didn't like. Oh, that pipe's a little down there. I'm going to have to push that up. That's okay. Then along here, set it, not touching the bracket there. Put an extra clamp in up there just to hold it still, and there through to the back axle. So that's the rear brakes pretty much done. Obviously there's no fluid. I think everything is now connected. Yep, yeah, everything's now connected. So what is next on my list? Do the rear oil. I mentioned that earlier. I'm going to put that diff oil in now. Just got to put the drain plug back in. Got the rear shocks to put in. I haven't done that yet, but I got loads of shit in the boot, so that'll have to wait until I have the energy. But I do want to get that done because the shocks are currently taking up space in my boot. So we'll get that done. Yes, I painted the UJ clips here on the pinion, and that is all now ready to go. I'm going to repaint this cable. I'll just do it in black because that hammerite shit's peeling off. And I'm going to try and find like a piece of nylon sleeve that I can put over the cable here and just bond it to it. That way it just makes life easier when it's sliding back and forth. Not a big deal. I very much doubt I'm going to be using the parking brake much, or the hand brake, whichever term you wish to use. But yeah, I've got to recoat this cable with some paint. I've got some Pour 15, which is much better than that crap that's on there. So I'll give that a light sanding and then give that some Pour 15. I've still got some under seal to do here, which I will do. Right, let's get on and get that oil changed. Okay, as you can see, I've put the drain plug in position. And I know, hang on a second. Yeah, I just put some sealant on it just to be sure. Smooth that out, and then I'm going to get a piece of cloth and clean that off. I've got the magnets on it here. That is an 11/16 in case you need to know. Next job is to sorry about this. Right, remove drain plug up here. Wonder if that's an 11/16. Doesn't look like it. Hell no. I don't know what size that is. I'll find out what size that is and let you know. Also, oh, let's take that label off. Yeah, I know I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to do it right now. So let me get my piece of tape, just to be doubly sure. There. That reminds me I haven't done it yet. Alright, let's get the wrench on that. It looks like it might be a 5/8 actually. So, have I got a 5/8 here? Nah, of course not. That would have been too easy, wouldn't it, to actually have the right wrench underneath the bloody ramp. Alright, let me go get that. And oh, here's the oil here. An 80/90 gear oil. Unfortunately made by Fram, or at least Fram's label on it. And I've got a special pump. So I should, if that, oh damn, I wonder if that size is the correct one at the top. Oh, if not, I'm going to have a hell of a job getting the oil in. All right, let's get on and do it. Well, here we go again. Sorry about the strobing on the light. I said to the guy, hey, I want some gear oil. Please make sure it's for LSD. And you probably can't read it. What it says here is 80/90 gear oil is specified. Limited slip differentials for top off only. Always check owner's manual, blah, blah, blah. Limited slip additive must be used with this gear oil for complete refill of limited slip applications. I wanted to put LSD stuff in here. I trusted the idiot behind the counter at my local CarQuest. Now I have to go and buy an LSD additive because I want to make sure I got this nicely sorted out with the oil. It's just what I like to do. I like to put LSD oil in everything that has got gear oil in it. Ah, Jesus Christ. You can't trust anybody to do their fucking job these days. And a total aside from that, my housing association sent me an email, sorry, a letter, you know, you must trim your front tree. So I phoned them, left a message, and I also emailed them and said, hey, you know, can't do it in this weather, too fucking hot, and there's birds nesting in there and I want to let them fly the nest first. She comes back and says, what's your address? They send me a letter to my address, but they can't look up my address. Too fucking lazy to do their own damn job. HOAs suck. Okay, sorry about my little rant there, but I just had to deal with the HOA and they piss me off. I never understood why we need those parasites. All they do is take money. Where I used to live in Pennsylvania, we used to do it ourselves. Alright, in England they don't happen. Sorry, no, stop. move on. Just in case you're interested, this is the brake line I am using. This is, I think it's a 25-foot reel. Yeah, 3/16 by 25 feet, pack 325. I actually got this from my local AutoZone store. I didn't pay for it. Why didn't I pay for it? Well, because there were some issues I had with another piece of equipment from AutoZone, and the manager felt bad and wanted to compensate me in some way and gave me an option, and I said, yeah, I'll take a reel of brake pipe, I'm going to need it. So that's how I got this, but you can buy it there. You won't all be as lucky as me. Okay, what have I got to do now? Well, I guess I better start on this, but prior to that, in the morning I'm going to rush down to the local car store where I bought the oil. That he gave me the wrong oil. Fortunately, I haven't unsealed it, so he should take it back. If he doesn't, he will lose my custom forever. Yeah, fool me once, that's me. Fool me twice, no, that's not going to happen. I ain't George Bush. And, oh God, I got this thing to make so that fits. That's going to be one of the tasks. However, I have one more brake line to finish. No, I don't. I have more than that. I have the front brake line on the left side. I have the brake line that runs from the reservoir. No, sorry, to the reservoir, from the fluid reservoir to the master cylinder. Get the names right. Then I do need the booster in, because I need to run from the master cylinder to the booster. Rooster booster. Now, what that means is I got to fix my welder. What's wrong with my welder, you may ask? The, I don't know what you call it, the core where the wire goes through the gun. For some reason, it's decided to fuck up. So I may have to buy a new one. Not new welder, a new core, or whatever you call the thing that the wire runs through. Real piss of that. Alright, let's get on, get that oil changed, show you that, then show you the front brake pipe. Rotting. Well, here it is. This is the brake pipe for the left hand side of the car at the front. It's not trimmed off over here yet. That's the final part I have to do, and then I can put the ends on. Oh boy, what a complicated piece this is, and trying to get the bends in the right place. Still, we're getting there. Not going to bother showing you the oil change. I think I mentioned that earlier that I was. There's no point. In the differential, take out the drain plug, fill it up. You don't need to know any more than that. Now it's definitely time to sort an earlier mistake out. This is the horn wire. It comes through where the brake pipe has to come through. Duh. So I got to deal with that. I also got to deal with these wires somehow. Tidy them up, make them neat. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. Gonna put a couple of clips in somehow, but I've got to be careful with what's on the other side. So we will see. I will tidy it all up, and then I guess in one of my videos you will see it. Okay. Gosh, there is so much crap on this car. I mean, crap as in stuff, not crap. All right, that's it for now. What else can I tell you? Nothing. Oh, sorry about that. Dusty, look at it, dusty. A few bits of underseal needed under here as well. I'll make sure I get that done, so that that headlight bowl doesn't go rusty, for one thing. Yeah. Alright. Oh, I've got to disconnect the horn wire first, haven't I, Gary? Yeah. I'm going to give it a bit of a dust under here too. Got a bit of a wipe over with a damp rag. Try and make it somewhat cleaner, even though it will get a thorough good cleaning. Right, now get down that garage, go do some shit.